Hi, and thank you for joining me on another episode of the Tech Exec Podcast. As always, I'm your host, Ben-Yosef, advisor and consultant to tech execs worldwide, and our subject today is You Snooze, You Cruise. Before I get to that, the topic of today's episode actually connects to the new free coaching ebook about my impact coaching framework. You just need to check the link in the show notes and you can get the PDF for free. So check it out if you're at all interested in self-improvement and helping your team and organization improve in 2025. And now let's talk about You Snooze, You Cruise. This actually comes from many conversations I've been having recently with clients and prospects about the fact that if we are not taking charge of our own progress, if we're not deciding to move forward, things might look fine. I mean, if you're not horrible at your work, you're probably not going to get fired very fast or at all. However, you will just be cruising. You will not be improving. And that means that down the line, there will come a point where you'll realize and regret not having invested in yourself, not having improved and grown over time. So even if currently your skills are enough to get by, that is not really enough. I keep having in mind this VP of engineering that I know who used to invest the minimal amount of work necessary into the job because he got to a point where the team leads were actually running things relatively fine. He disengaged from the actual strategy. He was just making sure that the founders seemed happy, and I think invested like a day really into this. They were a remote company, so no one really knew. He was just attending the meetings necessary. And the rest of the time, you know what he did? Nothing, just playing games on his console. And I'm like, okay, you're doing this, and this is a great and unethical disservice to the company. Not only are you doing it, which is bad as it is, you're not even doing it for anything, real. If he was hustling to start a new company, whatever, and then, he was in the situation for 2 weeks, a month, I can get that. But just deciding to be like that for a year, I'm sorry, I'm not into that sort of stuff. I think we owe it to ourselves and to the company and to our people to keep growing, because otherwise you're not going to be leading a team worth leading. You're going to be wasting your life on this, and as fun as that might be in the first couple of weeks, again, looking at things in the grander scheme, that's just a terrible waste. And as we're just starting 2025, I thought many of you probably have resolutions for how you want to improve and stuff like that. And I want to say, stop it with the grand decisions, with thinking you can turn things 180 degrees just like that, just because the calendar changed. No, I'm not into that. What I always do with my clients, what I always tell people is that the thing that matters the most is creating momentum, finding small things that you can stick to and that that with time will make a noticeable improvement. If you're gonna swear to work out 5 hours a day, that's not gonna be possible or be something that you stick to over the next more than 2 weeks. However, if you decide on a workout regimen that you can stick to, even if it's shorter, even if it's less intense, but you will do that for years to come, you will see so much more progress, and it will become very something out of your own identity. It is not I work out, but you become someone who's like, I'm a person who is fit. I'm a person who works out, because it becomes automatic once you've done it for years. I've been recording these podcasts for, years now, 4 or 5 years, and I do it every week. It's no longer something I think about, but most of the chapters are very short because I don't have time to do anything more than that, or I don't want to spend more time doing that. That's what I found that works to make it into something that sticks, so that you all know that every Tuesday you'll have a new episode by me in your ears. That's what I always do, and I found the way to ensure that that's what's going to happen. So think for yourself, what can you do to ensure that's what happens in your work? If you're thinking how to start, first of all, my coaching ebook is about how you can set goals for yourself and keep improving as you're doing it, even by yourself, without someone like me by your side, though, you've got my email in the show notes. More than that, I want to give you the easiest trick you can find, and that is to start being accountable to having some sort of streak going on where every day you do something towards your improvement, towards your goal. With my clients, sometimes I do this for them. I might ping them on Slack or via text every day to see if they're making progress and how they need to improve. Me personally, I've got in front of me, I've always got my notebooks on me. I always have the pen handy, and with these notebooks, I keep track every day of whether I made something substantial, something I'm proud of, be it really helping a client, be it working on something, like this ebook that I published that I think is going to help a lot of people and already has been downloaded a bunch. When I do something that actually matters, I allow myself, to tick and show that I'm still making progress and I'm keeping the streak alive. And I try to ensure that every workday has something substantial, has some impact to it. Do I make it 100% of the days? Nope. Sometimes not even close. But because I have this system, it is something that, looking at it at a yearly scheme, I get things done. And I accrue so much more and I grow continuously. And you can do the same. Decide what you want to work on right now, be it being more present in meetings, being more effective in giving feedback, taking part and moving upstream so you're part of the executive team, whatever it is. Decide on something for January, for the next couple of months, for the next quarter tops, and start tracking every day what you're going to do. Stop snoozing. Start being active, and you'll see so much progress. You won't even realize how it has happened. All of a sudden, we're going to be, mid-year, and you'll realize, wow, so much stuff is just getting so much better. And I just saw it with a client where we realized that the team has improved 2x, and he didn't even register it before I was like, hey, look at that, look at this. You can see the difference, right? This is amazing work. Be proud of that. If you have these tracking, if you're continuously thinking about how can I improve, you're going to get better. You're going to improve. I assure you. And if you feel like you're stuck, if you don't know what to do, my email's in the show notes, and if you sign up to the newsletter, if you get the coaching ebook, you can get a free diagnostic call with me, 20 minutes, no strings attached, help call, not a sales call, and I'll try and help you realize what you can do right now on your own to start improving yourself or your organization, whatever you want to talk about. That's what I'm leaving you with on this first episode of 2025. I'm excited for this year. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a very special year for me personally. I'm hoping it's going to be the same for you. If you want to talk with me, again, my email's in the show notes. And as always, for the past 4 years or so, at the beginning of every year, I try to talk to 100 or so co-founders and tech executives worldwide to sort of get a global vibe check. If you'd like to be on one of those chats, it's 15, 20 minutes tops. Again, let me know. I'll be happy to add you to the list, and we'll find a time. So, wishing you an amazing 2025. I will hold my next free live session soon. It's going to be about this topic of coaching and helping yourself grow. So if you want to make sure that you don't miss out on it, join my newsletter, which is the best newsletter for tech executives online. The link is in the show notes. It comes out just once a week, so no spam. And you'll be the first to know about the new live session, which will probably happen within the next 3 weeks. So don't miss out. Thank you. I'll be here next week because I have to tick that box. Ciao.